and welcome to Doc 360, Season 1, Episode 4. Today is a Vengeant special episode. No Mark today, so if you guys don't like seeing Mark, you'll enjoy this episode more. Today we're going to start out introducing you to some of the Vengeant guys. So to my left here is Holden, and he's going to give you a little rundown of himself.
My name's Holden Hostetter. I first started here about a year and a half or so ago. Not for sure how long. Definitely more than a year. But I started in the electrical shop wiring as just a part-time job when I was in high school over the summer. And then I went back to school and continued my education in high school. I also was in trade school, but not for welding, as we're in a welding shop. I actually went to CTC, London County Career and Technology Center, for diesel truck technology. But I more or less went there for the education of diesel engines on tractors because I grew up on a farm and still live on a farm. But on the farm, you always got to fix stuff, so that's more or less where I learned my fabrication side of knowledge and fixing things, along with fabrication. Because, like when something breaks, you got to fix it or make something to make it work or fix it. And then once we built the fabrication shop here, I moved in over here, helping out, learned how to use machines in the welder, and then I caught on pretty good, and now here I am.
I'm Brittany. I actually started with Rapid Response 3.5 years ago. I originally started out in the showroom. I left on maternity leave, came back, and started in the position I'm in now, which is production assistant. I do all the ordering, the shop scheduling, anything any of these ridiculous men might need. That's what I'm here for. Lately I have been helping Bill with some of the ordering over here in Vengeant. Other than that, I'm just here to help out.
My name is Rich Schulhammer. I'm the apparatus designer here at Vengeant. I go to Millersville for applied engineering with a focus in advanced manufacturing and robotics and control systems. With that comes a management core as well, which I'm trying to bring over here with some quality improvements, improving efficiency and getting these builds done quicker to a higher degree of quality. My background is in the trades. I worked at a tool and die shop back home. I'm from outside of Philly. I did that for 6 years over breaks and in the summer. And I grew up in a shop all my life, so I have the hands-on knowledge, and I'm mixing that with the book stuff and trying to bring that to Vengeant.
I'm Zach Lambie. I've been welding for a couple years now, but very new to Vengeant, about a month and a half tops. But I got my most of my welding background at Thaddeus Stevens in Lancaster. Did a year and a half there and started looking for a job, and I found one, and I really like it here and really enjoying all the fabrication, and the aluminum is different than steel, but I'm really enjoying it here. That's pretty much it.
We do have two other welder fabricators, but they're a little camera shy, so we'll go out in the shop later on and we'll show you who they are. They don't want to talk, but we'll give you a rundown of who they are. We want to give you an idea of what's going on with Vengeant this year and what our plans are. And the first thing we're going to talk about is pretty exciting. We recently just filed for a patent, and Rich is going to go over that as he helped design the item we're patenting.
All right. One of our upcoming builds we'll be getting to in the next few months. We're building 6 flatbed brush trucks for Lake County in Florida, and with that comes the opportunity to do several more. And to take advantage of this, make our lives easier, and make it unique in our own, we decided to create our own extrusion for the side profile, for the side rails. And so it's got several features in it. It has a spot for 1-inch thick decking to sit just below the surface. Trims the edge up real nice, keeps it all protected, makes it real, almost stupid proof. Line the cross member up in it and weld everything up. Once you put the cross member in, there's a groove on the back side of the side rail which creates a spot for our wiring loom. One of our big things is wiring, and so we wanted to incorporate that into our extrusion. On the front outside face, recessed into it, is a channel that runs the whole length as well for the common lights we use from Wheelan. And so they sit below the surface, so they stay completely protected when you're going down tight trails or bouncing off of brush. But because they're more of a linear light, we don't block any of the light going up and down, but we get full visibility out the sides. In addition to that, we have a 3/16 groove along the bottom for skirting. So that way all we have to do is slide either a piece of 3/16 sheet or 1/8 diamond plate and stitch weld it from the backside. It looks nice and clean, doesn't look like an afterthought. Generally makes our lives a little easier. And the last big feature we put on this, if you're choosing to use it as a flatbed and not a flatbed deck with boxes on it, we have a very sturdy, I guess, overhang on the outside face for a full 2-inch ratchet strap to go on. It's never going to move. It's a 2-hollow extrusion. So in other words, there's a rib down the middle of it, and what that does is it transfers the load from the outside face to the inside face, which is connected directly to the cross members. So it's a super strong extrusion. We're excited that it's our first patent as a company, and we're looking to incorporate it into a lot of builds.
Thank you. If you come in to our facility and you'd like to take a tour, these are the projects you'll currently see us working on. Plus, you'll also get to see Jeff's beautiful face. He'll be the one giving you the tour. And
Don't forget about me.
you might see Brittany too, but that's not that big of a deal. Jeff will give you an autograph. He's a little full of himself right now with everyone coming to see him. So make sure you ask for a hug. He loves giving hugs out. Currently in our shop right now, we have a midship mini pumper for Earl Township. That's in our upfitting shop. It's hopefully will be completed around the May time frame. That's going to have a 300-gallon tank with foam and a Hale 1,250 gallon per minute pump. That will be a replacement for one of their engines used to get into tight spots and still have the full capacity of what a normal pump would be able to do. If you come into the Vengeance shop, we currently have 2 projects going on. We have dog boxes for Delaware County, Delaware State, and that is halfway done. We have 20 going, and I think we're 14 right now, so we're a little over halfway, so we're not doing too bad with that. We also, in our shop, have what's called Pepperton University. It's in Malibu, California. We're building a Type 6 brush truck for them, and that will actually be the brush truck to protect the university from wildfires and other incidents that would happen on campus. Upcoming projects we have coming, like Rich said, we have 6 brush trucks for Lake County this year, and the potential for that is pretty large. It could be a total of 30 over the next 5 years, plus other counties jumping onto that, which could put us over 100 brush trucks just from Florida. We also have 2 fire police units for Alpha and State College. We'll be starting them here in the next month or so and building 2 twins exactly the same with a light tower, solar panels, and an aero board on the roof, so it's going to be a very busy truck and a very busy build. We also have some refurb jobs coming up. We have Mount Carmel Rescue, which Jeff was so wonderful to help us with that one. We have that's going to be a very large refurb job. It's going to be a rescue they buy used, and we will completely tear it down and pretty much rebuild it to be a brand new rescue when it is done with new paint and everything. And the last project we have that is signed and confirmed is for Pittsburgh City Fire Department. We have a SCBA repair van, and we'll be starting that project in the middle of the summer and basically taking a normal van and fabbing it out so they can work on all their SCBAs in the fire departments in their own vehicles. Now we will take you out and show you the projects that we're working on, and we can show you these guys actually working for a little bit. Alright, welcome to the Vengeance shop. We're going to show you around here, show you the projects we have going right now. We also have our purchase-ready squall parked in here, so we'll give you a brief rundown of that. If you turn over here, the first thing we have is our water tank for Earl Township, and Rich is going to take you around that since he co-designed it.
So this is going into a build that was drawn before I got here, and so it was a little nerve-wracking working with a previous designer's model, I guess, so to speak. So essentially I was given the specifications and I had to fit it inside of a given size. And so that's why we have some of these unique features on here, where our fill towers and overflow towers are bolt-on. What this lets us do is actually remove a false floor in the back of the vehicle, slide it in, put the floor back in, bolt everything together inside, and then situate the tank where we want. The way we have it set up is that this is going to land between our cross members and allow this to open up enough to vent out any excess water that might be put into the tank. It's a 300-gallon tank with 15 gallons of foam. Initially, I had worked with one of our vehicle upfitters to create a preliminary design based on the requirements we had, and then when I reached out to McLaren Plastics, who built the tank for us, they were able to lead me in a direction a lot closer to where I should be. I'm not a tank designer. I don't know anything about designing tanks, but I was able to work with them, and they helped me figure out baffling and the location of all of this, and what size pipe we needed. And so when we get our body back from our PVC guy, we'll be able to slide this in the back and get everything situated. So here's our tank.
Okay, if we come over here, you'll see our welding tables that we have. We just purchased these about 3 weeks ago. So before we were just using a standard table, and now we have welding tables that we can actually use. So when we're making something or fabricating something, we can square it up. We have all kinds of tools we can use with that, and the fabricators will use that to make sure all their welds are square and everything will be at a perfect 90-degree angle when they go to weld it. If you look over here, these are the dog boxes that we're currently working on. These are in the very early stages of fabrication. We'll go to the other side and we'll show you dog boxes we have that are done. They're on the upfitting side. Over here, this is Pepperdine University. So this is the module for that. So you can walk around and kind of see where we are with it. We're roughly about 3 to 4 weeks away from having this ready to go to paint. So we can come over here and give you a brief idea of what it's going to look like. This is how it looks before it's ready to get the skins and everything put on for the entirety of it. And we'll have pictures on our Facebook page of what it looks like after everything is done. So come over here. This is our water jet. And here we have Butch and Howard. They just cut some stuff out of the water jet, so they're getting it ready to put away. You guys want to say hi, or? And we'll take you through here, and we'll show you the purchase-ready squall that we have. We had a video on that already. If you didn't see that, it's on our YouTube channel. So this squall is ready for purchase. It is a unit that can be used for an onslaught of things. It is going to be in Pittsburgh next weekend for the Fire Expo. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area and you want to see it, you can come out there and meet Jeff and I. We'll be out there all weekend. And the main feature to this that is not like any of our other builds is it has this door in the back. Once the cameraman gets over here. And you push a button and it retracts the whole way through. So it's an electric cover and it will go the whole way back. So if you want to use this for multi-purposes, you can, in the summertime, you can put a skid unit in there and have this be a brush truck. And then in the wintertime, if you want to pull it out and use it for service calls or as a normal utility, you have that option.
Something to note that we do that some companies don't. We have access to the fuel pump. I want to bring the camera around here. We have access to the fuel pump, so that way they don't need to pull the whole body off the truck should that fuel pump fail. So we have future service in mind. Even if it's not our product that fails, we want to be sure that somebody can service that easily.
And Rick will take us to the upfitting side, and we will show you the other two projects we have going on over there. So I'll give you a brief tour of our facility as we're heading over there. So if you ever do come for a tour, this is the hallway you'll walk through to get to the vengeance shop. And when you hear Mark say we're separated by buildings, this is the gap between the two buildings that we have.
This is how far we are. Maybe 20 feet.
20 feet. It's our separation from Mark so we can have our peace and quiet. So this is Earl Township. You'll look, this is our midship mini pumper that we're currently building. The body is currently in PPC, but if you come around to this side, you can get a better look at our pump. So this is the pump right now, if you ever wanted to see what a fire pump looked like before the body was dropped on. This is currently the stage that we're in. The body will be in Monday morning, and hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday we'll have the body dropped on, and we'll have pictures up for everyone to see. But this is a Hale 1250 gallon per minute pump. It has foam capabilities. It actually has foam 2.1, which is like a calf system for Hale. You can see the wheelbase. The body will sit perfectly flush between here and then go back like our normal bodies do. And if you spin around to Rich, you can see our Delaware State animal control boxes, and Rich will show you those.
So these are our animal control boxes for Delaware State. We're building 20 of these with 5 of them getting AC units on the top. So these were, we made a couple of these prior, and they liked them enough that they came back and requested 20 more. So what this is designed to be is a slide-in unit for the back of a Chevy Colorado, and so it goes in and gets held in place with these large turnbuckles, so you know it's not going anywhere. You can move the whole vehicle with it. So once we fab this up on our end, sent it to paint, it came back here, and our upfitter Jack is working on upfitting these boxes. I'm picking on him because he's my roommate. So this is number what, Jack? How many in are we? 6. 6? So this is number 6. We have 3 coming back from paint.
3 coming back from paint, 5 currently at paint.
So that'll put us just about shy of 15, and then the last 5 get the AC units. That's really...
All right. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Doc 360. Next week we'll see you back here next week. And thank you and have a great day.